transitions, fluidity, and when it comes to rope flow, these are two of the most commonly spoken about things. And so in our community, in the Stronger Flow community, we do monthly challenges, and this month I put a challenge in that seems to resonate. It always resonates with me, and the students also seem to like it, so I thought I would share. This challenge is where you really take and remove one of the elements that you rely upon heavily so that it can heighten the other elements of your flow. And of course, we're talking about the element of sight, of vision, right? Because you're used to the comfort of seeing that rope, seeing your hands, even seeing your body and understanding your body's position in space better. But what happens when you take that visibility out of your game, right? We learn a lot of things. So today, we're gonna play with that while we listen to some people playing a baseball tournament nearby. But that's not a distraction either, to me. So what I like to do is either just close your eyes or grab a blindfold like I've got here where visibility is nil. And now, especially when you have a nice relaxed flow, right? And I can tend to go with too much pace. So I have a little bit of a headphone going on right now with some slow paced music. Benny and the Jets, right? Doesn't get much slower than that. It's just relaxing. Now, what you find when you remove the element of sight, right? That vision is taken away in your flow. You find that you have to kind of connect with the rope differently. Your brain is forced to know where that rope is in space. So without the vision to tell it, it has to go by all the other little cues, right? The sounds, the feeling of the rope, the tension on the rope from your hands. And those cues, understanding those cues, can take you a long way towards elevating your rope flow game. First, it's enjoyable, even though it might feel awkward at first. You're gonna make mistakes, especially when you're doing more advanced moves, but you can just start with something simple that you know, matadors, figure of eights, and just concentrate on where the rope is, right? What you'll find is that necessarily your body's proprioception will have to improve, right? And that's just basically the GPS of your body. It lets it know where you're located in space. And it's gonna have to improve because it needs to know where that rope is located in space now. And the thing that people might not realize is that to get better, more fluid, have understanding of transitions and timing with the rope and rope flow requires essentially extending your proprioception from your body to the rope so that your mind just knows where that rope is, whether or not it sees it. It still knows where it is. And once you've kind of gotten a rhythm in that, once you feel comfortable, your balance is going to be challenged, right? It's going to be disorienting a little bit. But once you get that down, then you can start adding movements that are not so maybe comfortable for you and just try to expand from there. Hand flips, right? Wraps and other kind of movements that you might find a bit more challenging, okay? And as that proprioception expands, that energy, basically it's like an energy field where you know where that rope is and your body knows where it is better. It's going to improve everything about your movement. Now, it's difficult to do this while talking, but I still enjoy it. It's not the same experience, I'll be honest. But when you try this at home, be careful, first of all, right? Especially try it perhaps with your eyes closed at first, as opposed to with something blindfolding you, because you don't know. You want to find out if you have your balance. You don't want to be, falling over somewhere. You might have vertigo for all I know. So you want to be careful. But as you go, you can just try it out and see where you connect where your body connects, where the feeling lies, what kinds of things come natural to you, what kinds of things don't come natural to you. Become more aware of not only the rope now, but your foot positioning, your core control, the whole thing. Try to take it in, right? Feel the energy of the rope. Start using a little bit more footwork, right? Turnings, okay? It's easy to get disoriented when you change your foot position. And that's exactly part of it, because the stronger you get at keeping your orientation, right? When your eyes are closed or otherwise blocked, like without losing your balance like that, but that's okay, because that's a part of it all, right? You might lose your cardinal orientation. For all I know, I've done so already, because I can't see, I can only feel. But it's okay, because the better you get with this, the better you get with rope flow when you turn the lights back on. And so you can always come back and play with this movement, with this method, and see how it improves you. See what you learn. And it's just fun, you know. So even if you find this very challenging at first, play around with the very simplest of moves, figure of 8, right? Doesn't have to be like a race and chase where you have a kind of a more of a strict movement pattern. You can just make a straight figure of 8 where your rope is just making those circles, those circuits, and feel that energy, feel the tension on the rope, feel your core getting involved, you can, you know, what I call level changes with that, right? Slow it down, speed it up, right? Then get into some matadors, break it all down. You don't have to do hand flips, it's just a force of habit for me at this point. And then do the same thing on your overhand side, right? Go into your figure of 8s. Try to make sure that you're feeling that energy and that tension on the rope. And you know, you don't want to be smacking yourself, and it's going to happen at times. But the better you get at doing this stuff without the smack, and then doing the matadors, and even some hand flips, and you know, some sneaks and other things you can do, you can add little by little to the repertoire, just very much like you would in rope flow with your eyes open. You can do all the things, and you just gradually increase your ability, right? You want to get the opportunity to challenge that balance, challenge that internal GPS, that proprioception, work on rope shapes, right? Changing how you control the rope, changes the shape of the rope, changes your body's movements, all the things. They work exactly the same when you can't see, except for it's little by little, instant by instant, elevating your game. Because quite frankly, it's not just about knowing where the rope is in space at any given time, but it's about being able to anticipate how the rope will behave when you change the impetus, right? The energy you're giving it, right? Because you need to know not only where it is, but where it's going, and at what angles and what pace. All of these things come into play. And with your eyes closed, you have one less kind of crutch to help you figure it out. And so when you take that crutch away, you figure things out much more efficiently, so that when you put that vision back, you might find that you have better transitions, better fluidity, better coordination, better balance, and not just with the rope, but in your day-to-day life. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Give that a try. When you put the blinders on, you have to focus so much more intently on the rope that you sort of tend to wind up flowing like nobody's looking, which is exactly how you should always flow. So it might even help train that particular skill set. So if you like these kinds of things, you should come join our community. You can get in for free with our Rope Flow Essentials course. And if you want to really elevate your rope flow practice, right, and find different levels and approach things in a different way, check out our Art of Flow course. And within that course, you wind up having the version of our community that gets these sorts of challenges every month. And so I try to create challenges that not only are just challenging for the sake of being challenging, but after the end of the month of spending time with each given kind of concept, my goal is that it helps you elevate your rope flow practice that much more with each challenge that you participate in. So give it a shot. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you think and how it works. Please don't break any furniture or step off a ledge anywhere. Be safe with this, but enjoy it.